Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2. I've been saying hard mode. We're actually in challenge mode. There is no hard mode. So, sorry for the past 30 episodes worth of confusion, and probably well before that. So we are in challenge mode in the Dimension update, waiting for version 1.0 to come in. Last episode, we got our operator shape completed and we got our final qualification, and we even did an upgrade where we doubled our shapes, so that's exciting. And we've got this task, which should be pretty easy to switch over to this. Let's go back to our hub, and yeah, we were building it out over here. So our top layer is still this and yellow. Oh, but it's yellow. Okay, so I'm gonna undo, take all of this and clear it out. And let's grab a paint module. I had that all set up. All right, so that's coming in as yellow. Next thing is we need this guy here. Because we have our little spiky shape here, and we need to paint that yellow. And then we're going to combine it with this red. So I'm going to cut this and flip it good. Paint there. Although no. Haha. Alright. We need to take this guy, go down and up. So we're gonna bridge this one underneath all this, get over here to match up to create that, which is then getting painted red and going to stack with our yellow, which is then going to stack with this. Then our base, instead of yellow, we need this, I believe, to be white. Oh, no, we can leave that. And, yeah. Alright. That's right. So we're going to take this. This. We need to do this a little differently. I think I'm gonna take you, put you right here. Then this we're gonna have go up that way and this way. And run into that and into that. So this will make white. It's going to be slow because we are sharing the blue fluid, but it'll work. It will get done. And let's see what we've got here. Yeah, we've got these, which we can just zero out. I thought I selected you. All right. Okay. Yep. So that's all good. That's waiting for this to complete. But we have run into a stalemate. We're not getting... Oh. Yeah, we don't need that. Right? Yeah, because we're just sending yellows over here. Okay. So I think that is good. Oh, a couple of those. And let's look at the next one. The next one, all we're doing is changing the colors. So that will be pretty easy. We're going to be doubling up on green for that bottom layer with the yellow and cyan. Those both involve green. Magenta and white, so we'll be doubling up on red and blue. And then the top one is just going to be white. Easy. Very cool. All right. And yeah, I was just sort of skipping these ones for now. They're pretty easy, pretty basic. And then we will get to our crystal shapes. So why don't we do that now? Let's do a crystal task. So this first one is very easy. Literally, it's just an hourglass on that and send it through a crystallizer. So let's just get that one then. But then how we do the ones beyond that are going to be very different. So we'll grab our hourglass. And then crystallizer. We need cyan. So we get our mixer here. We'll flip it. And do that. So that's going to get that one done. Wow, and look at that. That one's, even though it's the first stage of a task, it's 13,500. That's a lot. We may zippy zip forward for that. Right, and our this shape finished first, so we're going to come and deal with you, which is great. All right, let's start at the end here. Instead of yellow, we want you to be white. So I'm going to just do this. And let's do that. And that. Although, instead, let's do that. There we go. So that's going to create white. Come along in here. Then just clearing all that out. Okay. Second one is instead of yellow, you need to be white, and instead of red, you need to be magenta. So let's just grab a mixer. Clear both those out. All right, so we'll start with magenta. Yeah. Then half the magenta is going to go straight and half is going to go up. so that's going to make magenta plus green, which will make... Oh, wait. What's going on here? Yeah, which will make white. I'm just going to paint that white. Perfect. Uh-huh. So... There. That's going to make the spike white. And then over here, instead of white, we need yellow. Oops. Sorry. So instead of white, we want yellow. And instead of blue, we want cyan. So let's do this one first. Right? That's cyan going where we had blue. Yes. Cyan where we had blue. And then we need yellow for the other one. So I'm going to do this. And that. One. There we go. So that will make yellow. And I'm going to clear out all these. Including this. Yep. Alright. That should be good to go. Got a couple... Whoa, look at this. Look at that. My goodness. Yeah, these are coming in pretty quickly. There's about to be more. I like it. I like it. Uh-huh. So this is a mixed bag here of right and wrong. So let's clear that whole thing out. Should only be... There's like, look, just a few red. Alright. Have I killed off all the red? The problem is if a red goes in there, it's gonna mess up the package delivery. So I'm just gonna clear all you. And again, we have more red. Select you all. Should be no red in here. Should just be purple or magenta. Alright, that looks good. Okay. So back to this guy. We are... what's going on? Oh no. Why did that happen? I did notice this is the wrong... Oh, first of all, there's that. This is the wrong orientation. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this guy just finished up. So we're going to cut that. Now, this is where it gets tricky. So we have this. So how do we get this? Because if we run crystals through cutters and it cuts across the crystal, it's going to shatter. Well, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the second half of this that we get. And bring it out over here. We're going to yeah, we're going to checker that up. And then we need to give it a rotate. And actually, wait a second. Yeah, crystal. Okay, these are different. Yeah, so in theory, this one should be purple, and this one should be cyan, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to take this, put it there, and we need to get the magenta color coming in. We're going to do this. Oops. We're going to flip that. Oops. Not that way. All right. So now we have one where we have two quadrants that are cyan crystals, and two quadrants that are going to be magenta crystals. So we need to basically cut and quarter these. Or can we swap? Because if we take the west half of this, put it on the west half of that, come on, give me a reading here. We will have... You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. This might be a happy surprise. Okay, so that gets us part way there. Then, yeah, so then if we turn this guy clockwise and this guy counterclockwise, we end up with, we should have crystals on the left and no crystals on the left. Oh. Then another swap-a-roni. And I think we end up with one that is completely gray and one that is our what we want. Except I've already... Oh, wait, what is going on? Oh, it's this, these haven't gotten in yet. All right. Okay, it's redrawing now, and this is what we're going to get out of it. So we get the correct shape, but it's jambalaya. All right. And I'm going to cheat to make this work. I'm going to do this. Now let's get this. Let's get this guy out. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you in here. And we did unlock all of our wires. And one of our wires that we have is the belt filter. So I'm going to set up a filter. Like so. Okay, and then let's jump out of it. This will work for... Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's just do that. Okay. Then we're going to put trash cans here, 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 and here. Okay. Then we will take this belt. Oh, wait, no. Then we're going to bring these back together. So we're starting off like so. All right. Then we're going to take these and run them on out. Okay. Then we are going to use wiring. This is going to be our first time using wiring. So, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a signal producer. And what I want to filter out is the plain circle. So I'm going to say, see you, see you, see you, see you. Alright, so that gives us just a boring, plain shape. Now, what that's going to do is, that's going to do the opposite of what we want. Which is fine. I knew it was going to do. So what I'm going to do is come up here, logic gate, not. Oh. Why is it not doing that? If you are not... That just turns it off. Alright. So we can do it the other way too. Is we can say... crystal cyan, crystal magenta. Crystal cyan, crystal magenta. And of course I messed that up. So we're going to put crystal magenta there. Get rid of the one on the bottom. Okay. Alright, this guy's done. Let's go. Let's just destroy the whole thing. And that. Alright. Oops. And that. Alright. So, anyway, this is showing you just some basic wiring, which is going to come into play once we have the MAM rolling. So, what we need to do is level this up. But at the higher levels, it's going to do different things. Oops. Alright, so that gets it into the trash for all those higher levels, but we don't have anything wired up. So we're going to wire those up. Okay. And we will take this and do the same. Okay, so that's this. Now, I'm going to take all this and copy it to over here. Doesn't need to be, but I want to line up. And then, let's grab that wiring, flip it like so. Why is that not? What is? Okay. I don't know why we have that connection. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Sorry, gets a little chaotic there. Right, so those are lined up. Now I think we're gonna have it's gonna be not a full belt because half of these are being destroyed. So two of these together will make a full belt. So I need to connect these. Then over here, we're going to... Alright, there we're going to do that. Because on the bottom layer, we're going to have you come in and do that. And again, looping 2. To have you come in and do that. Then, last one is going to do the jumping. Ah. All right, so that gets us all connected up. And this. Yeah, I'm just going to copy all that. Okay. Yeah? Alright. So, was that a long way to go? I don't know, to be honest. Does it work? Yeah, it works. And it gets us using wiring, which is always a good thing. Okay, now why are these guys going so slowly? That's what I want to know. Because there's nothing going in here. Why is there nothing going in there? There's nothing coming in here. Ooh, we're only getting half. Throughput here. Yeah, see, why is it not like this is full here? Are we running out? Aha. Alright, I'm gonna try to clear this out. See if that helps us. I think we maybe let stuff... I think it got clogged up. Which happens sometimes. You gotta call Roto-Rooter or your local plumber and get it all cleared out. Alright, so that's going. And you can see that it is coming in. Look at that, 3. It's just so great. Those are just flying in. So the next one after this, it starts to get tricky. And that's where we're gonna have to use like forms, shapes, and I will yeah, we're gonna need to just take basically a notch, right? We just need to take oh, but then we can't cut it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a 1/2 and a 1/4. I think this will speed up. Yeah, it's coming in. Alright, I think this is going to be it. Got 2 packages going in. Does that take us to 18? It does. Okay. So, this is a trickier one. What we need to do here is create 2 different shapes, one of which is a 1/2 circle with crystal, and the other one is a combined like this. So I think what we can do is we can use other shapes here. We don't have to use circles. So we cannot use pins, but we can use other shapes. So what we can do is this. I can take this square shape and run it through a 1/2 destroy. And then run that into a crystallizer. Okay. And that is going to create a 1/2 crystal shape. It'll be 1/2 crystal and 1/2 square. Which is fine. We're going to get rid of that square. But then what we need to do is grab a shape that is 1/2 is this right here. So I'm going to get rid of that and that. I'm going to not delete that for right now. We can keep this going, although I do need to reroute the magenta, which is fine. All right. Yeah, this is perfect. And this is perfect. We have this on this one is on the left side. So we want these guys to also be on the left side. Right? No, we want it to be on the right side. So I'm going to delete that and copy this to there. And honestly, I think that we can take one of these and throw them in the trash. And then run that into there. Nope. Nope, nope. Needs to go into another swapper module. So I'm going to take this and move it up there. Nope. There. Same with this. Alright. And we don't want you actually going into trash, so I'm going to get rid of that. Alright. And then we need to change this where that crystal is C. Because that's what we want, right? So let's see if this makes what we need. Hey, hey. Looky, looky. Alright, so that's making what we want. That said, this is just a placeholder for right now. Because we're going to have to break some things apart for the next stage. And that is because on the next stage, the purple is on a pin. So we need that. We need to do a purple quadrant up on a pin. And then combine that with the cyan quadrant, and then swap those all in. So let's forward to that. Oh, first of all, let's claim all these. Look at this beauty. Look at this. This one is already at level 16. Those things are hammering in at 4,300 per minute, which is almost what our blueprints are coming in at. And we are done. We are done with a shape. But you can see how slowly things are rolling in. Like, that took probably 15 minutes, which is kind of ridiculous, to be honest. So I've got a battle plan to speed things up. I'm going to cut you off there. And then I'm going to take all of this. So the reason it's going so slowly is because it's starved on the color. For the the blue comes in here and it splits off. Half goes to making cyan and half goes to making magenta. So even this magenta is half speed. The cyan is half speed. Then the cyan comes up here and it gets split in two. So these are both quarter speed. So let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Let's just cut that. And I'm going to just come in here and get some full speed cyan going. That was not the right. There we go. All right, so that's full speed cyan to over here. Then we can just get rid of all this. I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to save that. This is all blueprint stuff. So I'm going to basically take this part of it and do that over here. With just the quarter. What I need to do is I want to create a quarter, a single little quadrant here. So what I'm going to do is let's take this, and I'm going to use the blueprint. That's our northeast quadrant delete. What is that called? Northeast quadrant delete. So that's taking the spike shape and chopping it up to all we have left now is a little corner up there. And then I'm going to run that into a crystallizer of the cyan flavor. We'll do that way. All right, so then that creates just that little nugget there. Okay, which is great. Then over here, what I want to do is, again, take any shape. I'll just take circles. It doesn't need to be circles. And do I want to do a half destroy? I think I do. Or do I want to do a quadrant? I think I want to do the same thing. I want to do this same thing. We'll use these guys just for kicks. But we're going to do magenta. Then, so that's going to get us a little guy with magenta, wherever, top right. But now I want to run that through a pin pusher. Then I'm going to rotate it counterclockwise. Then I'm going to use our notcher. And I have to respell notcher to spell it correctly. Yeah, so now we've got a top left, just this corner right here. Now what I want to do is combine that with this, but let's do the same. We're going to get our notcher out. Oh, no. First we need to give it the rotate. Oh. And we're rotating it because the notcher only works in the northwest quadrant. So this should give us that. Perfect. Now, what I want to do, first I'll bring these way over here. And I want to rotate this counterclockwise. And then see if a swapper works. Now with this final shape, there we go. That is not working. So what needs to happen? This is left, and that is left. So I want to what do I need to do? This is a counterclockwise. Let's try clockwise. Oh, hello. That's what we want. Is that going to be the same throughout all of these? I'm going to clear out everything here. This one's giving me what I want. Are you all going to? Come on, catch up. The reason it's okay to do this, by the way, and split it off, yeah, look at that. Those are all correct. And these are all correct. Is because our final shape, the one that goes on top, is just this. And that can all be done on the last level very easily. All right. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take you guys and give you a rotate. Clockwise. And this is going to go in there. And that is going to go in there. That's going to create what we want. Now, the only thing we need to do is change this to be what's the code for pins again? I forget. That. Well, that's what we want it to be, right? Yeah, capital P dash. Okay, this is not right. Uh-huh. Alright, so something needs to be rotated a different way. I thought I had this swapper nonsense figured out. I thought if you... Wait, it is right. Yeah, look at that. Okay. That is the right shape. It's just going into the trash because it's oriented incorrectly. Yeah. Perfect. I'm going to be lazy. And I'm going to take you and do a 180. Look at that. Is this the most efficient way to do this? Probably not. Totally honest. Did I speed things up by doing it this way? I think a little bit, because I see more shapes over here. Still seems like we're not getting full deliveries here. This one's full. This one, she is not. Why? I mean, this is like half... Oh, it's because you're running out of magenta. Did we run out of red ink? No. All right, it's just running low on ink. So again, I think for the for these task things to work better with crystals, probably need to deliver double ink. That's my guess. That's okay, because now we've got all those guys going on in. And at least right now they're going in evenly. All right, very cool. Let's take just a minute and create Pac Man. So we just want a yellow circle. And wait a second. Yeah, we just want a yellow circle. That's going to be on pins. But first we can use our notcher. Which is just going to cut it out. Oh. No, no, no. Quadrant delete is what I meant. And that is that perfect? That's perfect. And our painter. Get our mixer. Then we're going to take you, and we're going to run you through a pin pusher. So that puts Pac Man up on pins. Then we need a pin for the eye. Luckily, we've got our pins over here. That's top left. We're going to run the stacker. Done. That creates our Pac Man on pins, which is eventually going to drop down on top of this. So at that point, we're just going to drop a stacker in here. Boom. All right, those are done. And we have the one left to go. Boom, and look at this. In the meantime, we've got all these bad boys all stocked up. So that means this is going to get loaded up pretty quickly. And let's just check one of these out. That certainly looks legit to me. Let's clear this one out. Compared to this, yep, we are good. My friends, we've done it. We've done our first crystal task chain. And we've used wires, which is exciting. So coming up, we're going to get deeper into wiring and some of the changes that have happened with that as they relate to the MAM. So we are going to get going with that. I'm just looking. Oh my God, we've got a million of these now. And look at that. We're cruising on research points. We're almost at our next hurdle, which is 750 to get triple shapes in. Very exciting. Sorry if this one went long, but there you go. Now we know that we can use our task machine for crystals. It's just a little on the slower side. So that's where we're at. Thank you so much for joining, for watching. This is Gramps, signing off.